Hello, my friends. That's Felipe here, and I'm back with something interesting about Spread Simple for you. And I'm sorry for the cheesy thumbnail for my YouTube video, but I'm really proud of this one because see, today Joe and Simon went to Spread Simple Group, and she asked this: if we had a solution for a quiz that could be linked to Spread Simple categories. So what she's trying to achieve here is directing her leads or users to a particular group of products or cards on her Spread Simple site. And I came up with a solution that not only works quite well, but can be replicated with several quiz or bots or other ways of like selecting a particular user and directing it to a link. And it does not demand any sort of integration. It's just good usage of what Spread Simple do when you search or filter some of your listing. And let me share you what I did. I took this online courses sample that is on SpreadSimple site. And if you notice, when you, for example, select a type of certificate here, notice the URL, what will happen with it. It will change. So what SpreadSimple actually does, it injects on the URL a parameter called filter, and then it says what should be filtered. And this happens also with search. So for example, let me pick a word here. So personal. Personal should work. So personal. And then see, there's another parameter here, search equals personal. And you can combine it. For example, you can use search and filters together with um, multiple filters or variables. So, for example, let me clear this, and I can use, for example, uh, paid and free certificates. Oh, I'm still using personal. I'm sorry, and I can pick, for example, artificial intelligence. And note that the URL will reflect all of this. And what I did a couple of selections and built on MMIO. I choose to build a bot because it's simpler for me. A flow, and I'll go through it, but a flow that, depending on the answers of the user, will lead you to a specific link. So here, what I'm doing, I'm starting the conversation. So cool, happy that you're here. Put an animated GIF, and then I explain a little bit what it is, and then I ask, in this case, and this is a dummy. So uh, um, uh, this is a dummy. This is the important thing. Then the user selects personal or business course, and then it directs to free or paid certificates, and then it leads to the result. And the result in this case, if I click here on here we go, is that URL that you filtered beforehand. So you know exactly what will be shown. And this is kind of very, very interesting and easy to be done because what I'm doing is that I'm designing this sort of quiz that will lead to a particular group of cards on a Spread Simple site. So let me show you how this works. And here I have the bot in action. And if I click here on get started, you see what will happen. See, this is the sort of introduction for the quiz. And it loaded the GIF, the animated GIF, and then I'll select, for example, personal. And you can have like as many questions as you want and then set it to a particular link. So I'm looking for personal training, and I'm looking for those with paid certificates. So now it will take me to a particular group of cards on SpreadSimple. And there we go. So see, in this case, I filtered humanities, leadership, personal development, self-improvement, and paid certificates available. And these are the only two available using this filter. But if I go back here and let me say, let's restart the flow, and I select, for example, business, and I want like free certificates. Well, they're not like free certificates, trainings for business with free certificates on this site, in this site. So let's do it again and select another different workflow, a different path. So I'm taking business now, and then I'll select um, the paid certificates. And there we have it, lots of them. So I have a couple of ideas that I didn't implement in this case, but you could, for example, hide, you gotta keep it activated, but you can hide the search and um, filters here using CSS. So I used the yellow pencil that I'm sorry, I forgot who shared this with us, but if you just select hide the fields, you have this code here, and then what you see is something like this. So although the user will be directed to the right group of cards, he will not be able to, for example, um, find a workaround and clear the selection. I also suggest you, if you really want this particular lead or user to be directed to a very specific group of offers, that you use a link shortener like Switchy and use the cloaking feature using a custom domain, because this way will be very, very, very hard for the lead to find where it's coming from, this sort of filtering and selection that you just built. So that's it. I hope you enjoy it. And well, let me know if I can help you in any way. Take care. Bye bye.